Hello guys, welcome to this watercolour painting tutorial. I hope you enjoy. So today I actually used for the first time these new brushes that I got. They are by a company called Artway, made in Wiltshire. And here I'm starting off with the largest brush that came in the set. It's the number 8. And this brush is very dense, and so it's perfect for laying down the initial wash of colour on your paintings. So I'm also using the Winsor & Newton cotman watercolours here. The colours that I decided to use for this painting, I'll just list them now. So I was using burnt sienna, yellow ochre, burnt umber, cadmium yellow hue, ultramarine, Prussian blue, Chinese white, and also the lamp black. That's the whole range of colours that I used on this painting. And here you can see I started with a warm tone on the bottom of the painting, and now I'm starting to fill in the buildings. My paper was slightly damp to start off with, just so I can get a nice blurred effect from the paint. I really enjoyed working with this brush, especially because it has that fine point. It also allows you to block in details, which is really important. I'll also let you know I am using a new palette as well to put my colours into mix. It's really nice to have that large surface to mix paints, because before I was using quite a small, older palette, and this one has a large space, which is really nice for blending those colours together. And also I can just add my paints around the edge and then blend in the centre, which I'm finding really helpful. So here I'm still just blocking in the buildings, just taking my time because I want to retain those white areas, which are the windows in this case. Just taking my time to fill it in and building up the shapes how I want them. And as you can see, because the paper was wet initially, it all just fades into each other, which is really what I want, to create that soft blurred effect. I just mixed a slightly darker tone here. As you can see, I added in more blue as opposed to adding black to darken, which is what, say, you would typically do. But if you try to avoid using black, that can change the whole look of a painting. It can add a lot of definition and dimension in a different way than black can do. I think it's really important to just not use black to create tone in paintings, but use a blue, as I did in this case, to deepen, and it just creates a much nicer effect, in my opinion. just outlining the windows up there, and as you can see the point on this brush is just perfect for that. It also gives me a lot of control, I find. I'm really enjoying using them so far. I think it's important to mention, because I am using a reference photo, it doesn't have to perfectly match the photo, especially in my case. I don't like to do that. I like it when it looks soft and blurred and you can't see all the details. You just pick out the ones that you want. That's what I do, and I find it works really effectively. Okay, so here I'm just blocking in the statue at the top here. I did mess up the leg slightly there, so I did have to go in and just pick up that paint and let it dry and then fill it back in again. I think it looks okay in the end, but I definitely, yeah. You can fix your mistakes with watercolour if you act quickly. Just defining the block underneath the statue here. And I have switched over to the smaller brush, also from Artway. It's the number 2. Same shape as the number 8 I was using, just smaller. And again, really perfect for details. I really hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I would just like to interject and just say I would really appreciate if you would leave a comment and also like the video, and also if you would subscribe to my channel, be greatly appreciated. Okay, so I'm just filling in more details here on the windows there, filling in the windows just to bring out a little bit more detail. As you can see here, it creates really small, sharp lines, the point on this brush, when I was filling in the windows there. Really impressed with how it's working so far for me. I'm just mixing up a richer tone here. I believe I'm going to be blocking in the tree here on the edge of the painting, and this is going to be going over towards the left of the painting, and it just makes the lighting in the painting work really well, having this darker tree and then the faded out background. It makes it look like it's at that particular time of day when the sun is going down, but it's creating very strong shadows. And I think I achieved that in this painting quite well. I am trying to work on this, trying to develop my practice when it comes to tones in paintings and creating that particular lighting that I want. And I think this one, yeah, turned out very well. So here I'm just using the brush to create the leaves, and again I'm using the Artway brush here, and it's just perfect for creating that really random effect with the leaves, using the point of the brush and also using the flat side of the brush, I guess you would say, as well, to block in slightly bigger areas, because I want to create those smaller leaves and then block in larger areas. Again, just pointing out the versatility of this brush. And then I go in with a darker tone here just to emphasize that contrast in the light in this painting. And I really like how this looked. I did here add black, a little bit of black into the paint just to add that depth. I'm just adding a little bit more dimension to the tree trunk. Here also using that same darker tone. I hope you guys are excited for 2024. I will be coming out with a lot more videos, really dedicating more time to my channel, and yeah, I hope you guys are excited to see more to come. So here I'm just filling in that bicycle rack there and the bicycle. I believe I'm using the number 2 brush here, and I'm just blocking in that shape with an initial quite a warm colour, and then I go in with a darker tone just to define the lines. I also go here, add a few more details to the buildings, just starting to finish off the painting. Here I'm just adding in some shadows just to really emphasize that light in this painting. I'll just mention the paper that I'm using here also. It's the Clairefontaine Aquapad, and the paper is 300 GSM, which means it's basically just heavier, thicker, and that is important, I find, in watercolour, because you want to be able to use the water and not have the paper go, really soggy and it just ruins the whole thing. So I just think it's important to mention that I do use this paper because it's thicker, and yeah, it's been working really well. I've used this paper for quite a while now and I really like it. So here I'm just finishing up the details, and yeah, I'm really glad with how this painting turned out. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, and again, like and comment, and yeah, I'm just adding a few little dots of white paint there just to highlight the statue, and adding a little bit of a warmer tone just on the floor there, going to add a bit more richness. Okay, so now we're going to peel off the masking tape. The most satisfying part, as you know. Okay, yep, and I will just bring you in here for a closer look. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.